What's up, guys? This is part 2 of my travel guide for HCS Worlds in Seattle, Washington. This is going to be about your bars and food and activities that are around the convention center. And this is courtesy of some of the guys over on the competitive Halo subreddit. So let's jump into it. So yeah, I made this post. This was part 1 of my travel guide. I'm making part 2 just because these guys did such an awesome job, and I want to highlight everything they've done. So you got OG Alien. He chimed in. He lives in Seattle, and he's got a lot of recommendations for this area, and he's got quite a few bars. And I'm going to go over the list, and then I'm going to kind of break down where they're at on the Google Maps, so you can check it out for yourself and kind of determine what you want to do when you're out here. So starting off, he's got bars. He's got the Pine Box. This is a large bar. He's got the Montana Hillside Bar, Optimism Brewing Company. You got the Red Hook Brew Lab. And if you put down for food, he's also got Pine Box, Red Hook Brew Lab / Kobo Pizza. So I'm guessing that's kind of like they're side by side or in the same building. He said Ethan Stonewell restaurants. There's a bunch of them. Those are good spots. You got Capitol Hill. This is the area for bars, and so you got Bait Shop is one of them. You've got Unicorn / Narwhal. For food, you've got Bait Shop as well. You've got Witness, and you got Tacos Chukas. I'm not saying. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Chukas or Chukas, whatever. In South Lake Union, you've got Portage Bay Cafe. He said this is in South Lake Union, so it's a brunch type thing. He said get reservations. So I'm guessing it's like a really popular spot. It's going to be probably pretty busy. And then he's talking about the monorail and everything that you can use to get from the airport to basically downtown. It's like $3 unless you want to take an Uber, which is going to cost you about $40. I'd prefer the $3 route with the light rail. Kai chimed in as well. He also lives here. His suggestions are for activities. You've got the Woodland Park Zoo. You got Seattle Aquarium. You got the Space Needle, which is very, very close actually to the venue. You've got Chihuly. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but Chihuly Glass Museum. You've got Mopop, which is a museum of pop culture. You've got Japanese Gardens. You've got indoor go-karts, indoor skydiving. You've got Kinua, a bookstore over in Uwaji Maya. I don't know if I'm butchering that or not. Oh well. You got Jimi Hendrix Grave, which is actually, I think it's about a 20 minute like little drive away. Bruce Lee's grave is actually pretty close, so if you want to check out that. He's also got a museum. There's a Bruce Lee museum. We'll check that out here on the Google Maps here in just a second. So, but for food, he recommends Geraldine's over in Columbia City for the best French toast in the state. And then he's also got Carnitas Michoacan, I'm guessing that's how I say it, in North Beacon Hill for traditional tacos. You've got Kizuki Ramen. Love ramen. Definitely want to check that out. He's like, there's also a multitude of parks and lakes you can go to, good hikes and other recreational activities that are just an hour or two away, like driving to the Cascades, into Leavenworth, which is a Bavarian-inspired town that can be pretty much fun for a day trip, though this is pretty far from downtown Seattle, so I don't know if I'm going to be traveling that far. He's also got friends coming for Worlds, he says, so they're trying to think of their own itinerary, but he's got the weather down here. He said from the 20th, Thursday to Saturday, should be mid-65s Fahrenheit with light rain. He said it never rains as much as people says it does, so that's just the thing we say. So it's actually kind of interesting because all the vlogs I've seen on YouTube, it's always kind of sunny, so that's very cool. But yeah, I chimed in. I've actually did a little research myself on the food. I heard Seattle dogs are freaking amazing, and the teriyaki. And this guy said, specialist magician actually chimed in. He said teriyaki is a must-have for out-of-town visitors. He's like, they're a dime a dozen around here, and all very similar for awesome prices. Just pick a direction and walk a block, and you'll hit one. So, yeah, I'm gonna be getting me some chicken teriyaki while I'm down here. TTV Meet CE chimed in as well, and he said no one mentioned the Holy Mountain Brewery, and there's also some more incredible breweries around Seattle if you like beer and you like brews. Tashi also chimed in as well with Cannon, the whiskey bar, saying it has the largest selection of whiskey on this side of the Mississippi. He said cocktails are unmatched. There's amazing vibes. pretty much small groups. They don't take reservations, so you may have to, you know, wait outside a little bit depending on the day. But he said it's a lovely spot, so that's awesome. And then Auto Giraffe also came in here with some other suggestions. He's got Ishoni, which is a pre-tourney dinner. He said this is a Japanese restaurant where they cook in front of you on grills. They serve real Wagyu beef. They get shipped from Japan. He said it's not, you know, terribly expensive, but it is kind of expensive on the upper end. But, you know, he said the servers are very helpful. They're all knowledgeable. And he said you got to try the beef tongue short ribs and the Ishoni rice with either pork, chicken, or just go from there. But, yeah, I'm going to definitely check that out. He's got a couple other spots he mentioned. He said Meat K Barbecue. We've got Pagliacci. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Pizza. You got Red Mill, which is for bacon burgers. You got Dick's. You got Unbien Pesos, which is like Unreal sandwiches. He said I guess they're really good, I guess. Mama G's, which is a sushi place. You got Hot Cakes, which fire desserts. You got Jack's Barbecue. It's apparently a very good barbecue place. You got Jack's Steakhouse, which is spelled a little bit differently. You got El Gacho, whatever. It's another fire steakhouse. And you got Molly Moon's for ice cream. So let's go ahead and let's jump over to the map here. And let's plug in some of the spots that, what's his name? OG Alien mentioned up here above. Now, Pine Box is a very somewhat close. So actually, before we go to the Pine Box, I already got this one put up. Ishoni, the one I was telling you about, Ishoni, walking distance is about 30 minutes. If you're driving, you're looking at about 7 minutes from the venue. This is that Japanese grill restaurant where they cook in front of you. So I wanted to just mention that while I have it on screen. Now let's put in the bar Pine Box and pull that up. So this one, I'm going to zoom out a little bit. The convention center is down here where my mouse is hovering. This is going to be about a 3-minute drive. If you're walking, you're looking at about 10-minute walk. Not too bad, actually. For another spot, we got the Montana. Let's put that in there and see what we got here. Montana. It's on East Olive Way in Seattle. This is going to be about another 15-minute walk if you're walking. You got a 4-minute drive, not too shabby. Hillside Bar. Let's go plug this one in real quick. Hillside Bar. It's also on East Olive Way. It's going to be about the same distance, 4-minute drive, 15-minute something walk. So not too bad. You got Optimism Brewing Company. Let's check this out. Now, I like brewing companies. Over here in Tennessee, we've got brewing companies as well. So I love to try all those different ones out. We got a 3-minute drive, though. Not too bad. So I'm guessing that's going to be like another 15-minute walk. Yeah. If you're going on a transit, it's probably going to be about 13 minutes. We got the Red Hook Brew Lab. Let's check that out. That's going to be on Pike Motorworks. It's going to be about a 10-minute. Actually, it's going to be about a 10-minute drive. 4-minute drive if you're in car. I guess transit's 10 minutes. If you're walking, though, it's going to be about 13-minute walk. Not too shabby. Pine Box and Red, you got the same ones down here for food. Bars, we got the Bait Shop. Let's check that out real quick. Bait Shop. It's going to be on Broadway East. You're looking at about a 30-minute walk. If you're driving, you're looking at about 7 minutes. So not too shabby on that either. And these are all pretty close together. Unicorn is another bar. Now, it says Narwhal, but I didn't find anything when I typed that in, so I'm typing in Unicorn. That's going to be on East Pike Street. It's going to be a 6-minute drive. If you're walking, you're going to look at about a 20-minute walk. I mean, 20 minutes is not too bad. That's a good exercise, you know. Burn off some calories before you go drink and eat and all that good stuff. You got another spot here. This is The Witness. This is also on Broadway East on 410 Broadway. It's going to be a 26-minute walk. If you're driving, you're going to be about 8 minutes. So not bad on that. And then you got Tacos Chukas or Chuckus. I don't know how you pronounce that. You guys pronounce that over there in Seattle. Over here in Tennessee, we got some weird ways of saying things. But, 7-minute drive, not too bad, You're looking at 23 minutes for your walk, if you want to walk. You got the Portage Bay Cafe. We're going to plug that in here. And it looks like that's... I'm just going to pick one. I don't know where this is at. Okay, so it's actually kind of close. So 17-minute walk. It's not too bad. You're going to be about another 6 to 8 minutes on the drive. And then if we go down, I'm going to plug in a couple of different things like Bruce Lee's grave. Let's try that. Now this is if you wanted to go and like sightsee a little bit. Now this is actually pretty close. You got a 9-minute drive over here in Volunteer Park. So if you like Bruce and Brandon Lee, check that out. Now Bruce Lee does have a museum. Let's plug that in. Bruce Lee. Let's see. Museum. Am I spelling this right? I don't even know if I'm spelling this right or not. Let's try it. Okay, so you do got the it's the Wing Luke Museum of the Asian Pacific. So I guess that is his museum. I wasn't spelling that right. God, I'm terrible. 6 minutes on that drive if you want to go visit that museum. So that's pretty neat. Now you got Jimi Hendrix's grave too. Let's check that out. I'm not a huge fan of Jimi Hendrix, but it would be kind of cool to go see it. Don't get me wrong. It's a 24-minute drive. I may actually put that on the itinerary, especially for Thursday. I think Thursday is going to be the day where I'm kind of like traveling around because I don't got nothing to do Thursday because you can't go in there. If you're trying to check out the Seattle Aquarium while you're here. Oops, am I doing this right? Okay, let's see if I can get this right. It's not going to be that far either. It's going to be pretty close. You got about a 6-minute drive. It's over here on the seaside, over here on the left-hand side of the screen of the map. So that's pretty close. You got the Woodland Park Zoo. I'm not big on zoos, so I definitely would not waste my time. Definitely not going to waste my time on an aquarium either. I got aquariums near me. I mean, I'm sure they got different things in each different zoo across the nation and aquariums, but yeah, I didn't come here for aquariums and zoos, but it's kind of, not too shabby. It's up here at the top, north of North Lake. It's a 12-minute drive from the venue if you're that, near the venue. Then, like I said, the Space Needle is going to be the same place where this glass museum is. But let's plug in the glass museum since it's in the same spot. So that's actually going to be one spot I am going to go to. I don't know if I'm going to go in the glass museum, but I'm definitely going in that Space Needle. So you got about a 7-minute drive on that away from the venue, starting down there at the bottom. And he's got a bunch of different spots. I'm not going to plug in everything. Geraldine's is a little bit of a drive. That's about a 20-minute drive. You can plug that in yourself. Carnita's, this right here, this place. Let's see where that's at. That's going to be that's going to be an 8-minute drive away from the venue. Not too bad if you want to try some tacos. You've got Kizuki Ramen. Let's plug that in. That's going to be on Pike Street. That's actually going to be pretty damn close. 3-minute drive. I'd definitely just walk to that. Let's see. I'll plug in Geraldine's. Why not? Why not? Let's plug it in. You guys are watching the video, so let's I'm gonna show you all these places. Yeah, that's a heck of a drive. I mean, 14 minutes not too bad. I'm definitely not walking there though. So yeah, you got quite a few places. He already talked about. I talked about this before. Let's see. Let's plug in Holy Mountain. This is the bar the brewery that Meet CE was talking about. Let's plug that in. See where that's at. Very close as well. You've got a 10-minute drive. Tashi mentioned the Cannon Bar. Let's plug that in. Let's see where we're at on here. I'm guessing that's the same one. I'm hoping. Yeah, Cannon Bar. So that's about a 6-minute drive there. So that's not too bad. The Whiskey Bar. Let's see. Let's just make sure I'm getting it right here. The Cannon, the Whiskey Bar, because I need to copy this whole thing. Let's see what it pulls up here. Yep, same one. Okay, cool. And then, like I said, we mentioned the Oshoni, and there's all these other places he's talked about. And I'll let you do that for yourself. I'm going to plug this link from the subreddit if you want to have this guide while you're traveling to kind of look at instead of watching this video over and over. This link will be in there in the description as well as the comments. And guys, I appreciate y'all stopping by the channel, checking out this video. And, this is going to be one of the last videos I do before Worlds, before I fly out myself to go there. So I will see y'all there. Make sure you find me. I'll be wearing my jersey. I'll be passing out stickers and doing all the other activities. So you'll see me floating around. And stay tuned for that HCS Worlds vlog that I'll have out. And yeah, I'll check y'all later. Peace.
Subscribe to Legendary C4 for more Halo content.